We just have to wait for the camera to come on, folks, so we just got another minute or so. She's got something. Good? Okay. Clerk Paul, can we call the meeting to order, please?
Lennon.
Here.
Roywood.
Here.
Leisure.
Here.
Bate.
Here.
Pabon.
Here.
Ruiz.
Here.
Arenella.
Here.
Carmichael.
Here.
8 present, Mayor.
Can we all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and please remain standing?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If we could all please keep in our thoughts and prayers all the men and women we have out on the street tonight. Thank you. If anybody wishes to address the open forum, please step forward to the podium, state your name and address. Anybody from the audience for open forum? May I make sure?
Sorry. Good evening, members of the City Council and community. I am Yadira Padilla, a First Ward resident and the JSA Chapter President at Morton West High School. I'm here to give an update regarding our campaign to receive funds for our annual JSA trip to Washington, D.C. I am very happy to announce that we reached our fundraising goal and are able to keep costs low for all of our members. Thank you so much to all members of the community and contributors, especially the mayor, IMPA, and SBC. We couldn't have done it without your support, and we are all extremely grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear.
Hi, good evening. This is Steve Taylor from the 3rd Ward speaking.
And Luz Chavez from 16th and Ridgeland, 5th Ward.
In October 2022, Berwyn activist Luz Chavez and I, Stephen Taylor, filed a federal civil rights lawsuit alleging that First Ward Alderman Scott Lennon violated our First Amendment rights by blocking us from his Facebook page. We have criticized Alderman Lennon and the Democratic citizens of Berwyn, Alderman Lennon, Mayor Bert Lavero's political party, and we were blocked in retaliation for our expression of opposing viewpoints. We filed a lawsuit for 3 reasons. 1, to restore access to Alderman Lennon's Facebook page. 2, to prohibit content-based regulation of speech on his official page. And 3, to ensure public servants in Berwyn respect the constitutional rights of all their constituents. This settlement is a clear indication of the growing importance of social media as a public forum for petitioning public officials and sets a precedent on how government, elected officials, and public bodies should democratically operate their social media pages. This lawsuit is one of many around the country which courts are considering the constitutional implications of public official social media use. We are confident we would have won judgment in our favor based on the merits of our case, legal precedent, and testimony from all parties. We are proud that we were able to achieve our goal with the settlement by forcing Alderman Lennon to acknowledge that the First Amendment right applies to everyone, including people whose opinions he would rather not hear. This settlement vindicates a principle that is important to us activists and to every member of the Berwyn community who cares about open and transparent government.
This lawsuit could have been avoided altogether. Before filing a lawsuit, Stephen requested that Alderman Lennon and the city attorney review legal precedent and unblock residents to be in line with constitutional rights. Unfortunately, they refused to comply. Soon after the case was filed, Alderman Lennon claimed to have unblocked everyone from his page. Yet we presented evidence at 2 different occasions that residents were still blocked. which motivated us to continue the case to establish that government officials' social media pages are public forums to which the First Amendment applies. Alderman Lennon could have settled this case in December 2022 when his defense costs were only $10,500 and our demand was only $19,000. Instead, Alderman Lennon continued to defend the suit for another year, another whole year, accumulating over $50,000 in defense costs after the city of Berwyn indemnified him. The total lawsuit cost Berwyn residents over $100,000. It did not have to end up that way. The city of Berwyn and Lennon agreed to pay a total of $55,000 to settle this case. We want to make it very, very clear that of that $55,000, Stephen and I have chosen to receive nominal damages of $1 each. That's all we're getting, $1 each. The remaining amount will pay a discounted portion of our attorney's fees and litigation costs. We agreed to forego significant damages in exchange for Alderman Lennon's agreement to issue a public statement acknowledging the settlement and the First Amendment implications of public officials' use of social media. The settlement agreement also requires training for city employees and elected officials on the topic of the First Amendment and their social media use. Today is a huge win for community voice in Berwyn. It's another important step in eradicating a culture where elected officials use political power to punish and silence dissent. And it's an important step in creating a Berwyn that functions as a true democracy, embraces civic participation, and respects the rights of all residents, regardless of their political affiliation. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else for open forum?
We have copies that we'll pass out.
You could just give them to the clerk, she'll distribute them. Natalia? Okay.
Good evening, members of the council. My name is Natalia Perez, and I'm a 4th Ward resident. I'm here to provide an update for the food pantry located at 34th and Grove Christian Life Center Church. The National Honor Society at Morton High School is now assisting the pantry, and I believe this is a result of the many announcements made at council and by the support of the aldermen who have helped push this volunteering opportunity. If a resident is in need of this additional food security beyond the weekly provisions at the pantry, they can obtain a Greater Chicago Food Depository card by calling 773-247-3663 or asking one of the registration volunteers at the pantry. Thank you, and please keep encouraging residents to volunteer for time when able for this important initiative.
Thank you, Natalia. Anybody else from the audience for open forum? All right, hearing none. Alderman, open forum. Alderman? Leja, did you have something?
No, I don't.
Any alderman for open forum? Yes, Alderman Pavone.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank District 98, the leadership at Lincoln, and teachers and staff. We did a recent volunteer fair with the students, 8th grade students who have to do hours, community service hours. And this was part of our participatory budgeting process. So I just want to thank everybody involved. We had around 16 nonprofits and community organizations present, and youth were able to meet organizations, get to know more information about what kind of services they provide and how they can volunteer with them. And it actually was baked into their curriculum for that week. So I'm just really excited to get young people civically engaged in our community and connect them to these opportunities. And just want to thank everybody involved and the students who really put a lot of effort into it.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'd just like to announce that I will be having the first 6th Ward community meeting for 2024. Although I have already advertised it for Saturday, February 10th, there is a date change to Saturday, February 3rd, so that our guest speakers from SBC can join us and talk about them joining our community in April and the conversion and how that will affect residents. So it'll be Saturday, February 23rd, 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. at La Lupita Restaurant. Join me for coffee, community building, and crafts. We will have crafts at the end of the meeting and light bites from La Lupita.
Okay. Nobody? Okay. Item C1, please.
Item C1 are the minutes of the of the Committee of the Whole and the regular City Council meeting of January 9th, 2024.
I'll make the motion to approve the Committee of the Whole and regular City Council meeting minutes of January 9th, 2023.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, second by Fay to approve the minutes, the committee whole minutes of January 9, 2024. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item D1, please.
Item D1 is a communication from Public Works Director Schiller regarding the 2024 motor fuel tax, traffic signal, and street light maintenance contract award.
Be my motion to concur with Director Schiller's communication with staff's recommendation to award the 2024 MFT traffic signal and streetlight maintenance contract to the lowest bidder, H&H Electric, for the amount of $357,586.17, which with a 22.2% below the engine. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Scratch that. $357,586.17.
Second.
Motion by Ruiz, second by Aaronella.
Got that, Mayor?
Yeah. You were doing good, though. It is below the estimate, so that's good. Seconded by Aaronella to concur with staff's recommendation and Director Schiller and award the 2024 MFT traffic signal and streetlight maintenance contract to the lowest qualified bidder, H&H Electric, in the amount of $357,586.17. All those in favor on the call of the roll.
Lennon?
Aye.
Roywood?
Aye.
Leisure?
Aye.
Fate?
Aye.
Pabon?
Aye.
Ruiz?
Aye.
Aaronella?
Aye.
Carmichael?
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item E1, please.
Item E1 is a communication from the BDC regarding the Berwyn Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan.
Dave, did you have something you wanted to add?
No, I'm just here to answer any questions the board might have.
Motion?
I will make a motion to accept the Economic Recovery Resilience Plan as informational.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, seconded by Roywood to accept the BDC's Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan as informational. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item E2, please.
Item E2 is a communication from the Berwyn Development Corporation submitting a copy of its annual report.
I will make a motion to accept the 2023 BDC Annual Report as informational.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, seconded by Roywood to consider the Berwyn Development Corporation's annual report as informational. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item F1, please.
Item F1 is a communication from the mayor requesting concurrence on his appointments of members to the Ethics Commission.
I move that we concur with Mayor Robert J. Lavero's recommendations of the appointment to the City of Berwyn's Ethics Commissions of Eric F. Padilla, Reverend Bartholomew J. Yunser, and Joseph M. Woodward.
Second.
Motion by Leja, seconded by Pabon to concur with my recommendation of appointments to the Ethics Commission of Eric F. Padilla, of the Reverend Bartholomew J. Junser, and Joseph M. Woodward. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? If those gentlemen are here, could you please come up and be sworn in by the clerk, please?
Please raise your right hands. Do you, Eric F. Padilla, and Reverend Bartholomew J. Junser, having been appointed to the Ethics Commission in the City of Berwyn, do solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, support the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and faithfully discharge your duties of the office of the Ethics Commission to the best of your ability? Good save. Congratulations, thank you very much.
Sure, go ahead. Mhm.
Once again, I'd like to let you know that we have the services of an American Sign Language interpreter tonight. And if anyone requires these services, please come to the front. And if not, I'd like to let this wonderful person go. She has a long drive tonight and needs to get back home. Anyone? All right, well, thank you very much for coming.
Item G1, please.
Item G1 is a communication from the clerk requesting to move handicap parking communications from the consent agenda to section G under the clerk's portion of the agenda.
It'd be my motion to approve the clerk's request to make this change in the handicap application process in order to expedite applications meeting their final destination of approval or denial to all applicants. This is actually just one of the bullet items that the Public Works Committee will be forwarding modifications to the ordinance as well as the application process, including many different changes that will be at the next agenda. So Marge, thank you immensely for all the participation and effort that you have put in, along with Sandy and working with the Public Works Committee to better our system and improve the process for our residents and staff alike.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion by Ruiz, seconded by Pabon to concur with Clerk Paul's communication in streamlining the handicap parking zone, parking space and zone application by amending the ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item I1, please.
Item I1 is a communication from the Fire and Police Commission introducing Officer Rita Esposito as the next eligible candidate for sergeant.
I move that we accept this communication from the Fire and Police Commission regarding the next eligible candidate for the promotion to rank of sergeant, as this candidate, who grew up in Berwyn, graduated from Morton High School, and is only the third female to attain the rank of sergeant in the city of Berwyn. Our own Rita Esposito, as informational.
Second.
Motion by Leja, seconded by Roywood to consider the communication with the promotion of Rita Esposito to sergeant as informational. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J1, please.
Item J1 is a communication from City Attorney Bertucca regarding settlement of 22 CV 5924.
Alderman Lennon, you have a statement?
Yeah, Mayor, I'd like to present my statement. In 2022, I was named as a defendant in a federal lawsuit in the U.S. District Court for Northern District of Illinois, Lou Chavez and Stephen Taylor versus First Ward Alderman Scott Lennon, case number 22 CV 5924. The lawsuit alleged that I violated the First Amendment by improperly moderating content and blocking an above named plaintiffs who are citizens of Berwyn from my Alderman Facebook page entitled Scott Lennon, Berwyn's First Ward Alderman. I have now decided to settle this lawsuit. First Amendment law regarding a public official's use of social media, like Facebook, is rapidly evolving. Federal courts throughout the country have addressed the regulations of government officials' use of non-personal Facebook and other social media platforms to ensure compliance with all federal laws, including the First Amendment. Now that I am fully aware of the law and its implications of my government Facebook page, I understand the individuals have a First Amendment right to visit my page. I now acknowledge that I inadvertently violated the First Amendment rights for Ms. Chavez and Mr. Taylor through my prior moderation of Aldermanic Facebook page and by blocking of both of these particular individuals a few years ago from my page. For that, I now apologize both to the plaintiffs, Ms. Chavez and Mr. Taylor, and to any other individuals who I may have blocked from my Alderman Facebook page in the past. I have now changed my policy regarding comments which are no longer allowed to be posted by anyone.
Social media by governmental entities. I recommend that you vote in favor of the settlement to bring this litigation to conclusion, and as stated by Alderman Lennon, my office is also going to be conducting certain training with the permission of the mayor and the alderman on the use of social media by governmental entities. So it's a reflection of the change in the law. There's lawsuits like this throughout the country that are reflecting the fact that social media is relatively new, and its use and governmental uses for publishing information is also being addressed by federal case law. So we're going to get up to speed on that. We're going to conduct the training in accordance with the settlement, and my office will do that at the invitation of the mayor and you, Alderman. And I recommend that the settlement to bring this particular specific case be approved.
Thank you, Counsel.
Thank you, Mayor.
Do I have a motion?
Be my motion to concur with City Attorney Bartuka and settle case 22CV5924, the amount of $55,000 based on City Council authority granted in executive session.
Second.
Motion by Fate, seconded by Leisure, to concur with City Attorney Bertuca and settle the captioned case in the amount of $55,000 based on City Council authority granted in executive session. All those in favor on the call of the roll? He's going to abstain.
Abstain.
Boywood,
Yes.
Leisure,
Aye.
Fate,
Aye.
Pabon,
Aye.
Ruiz,
Aye.
Aaronella,
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
7 ayes, Mayor, 1 abstention.
Motion carried. Item J2, please.
Item J2 is a communication from Chief Semaglia presenting Officer Rita Esposito for promotion to sergeant.
I move that we accept this communication from the Police Chief Michael Semaglia to introduce and swear in Rita Esposito as Sergeant as informational.
Second.
Motion by Leja, seconded by Wywood, to consider the communication from Chief Semaglia introducing Rita Esposito and swearing her into the new position of sergeant as informational. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Sergeant Esposito.
Please raise your right hand. Do you, Rita B. Esposito, having been promoted to the rank of sergeant for the City of Berwyn Police Department in the County of Cook, do solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, support the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and faithfully discharge the duties of sergeant to the best of your ability?
Congratulations, Sergeant. Item J3, please.
J3 is a communication from Chief Semaglia requesting authority to hire 3 probationary police officers.
I move that we concur with Police Chief Semaglia's request to contact the Fire and Police Commission to hire 3 probationary police officers from their current eligibility list of candidates due to the retirements of Watch Commander Sergeant Thomas Boyevic, Sergeant Nicholas Charvon, and Watch Commander Sergeant John Harlahan.
Second.
Motion by Leja, second by Pabon, to concur with Chief Smaglia and allow him to contact the Police and Fire Commission to hire 3 officers off the next eligibility list due to retirements. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J4, please.
J4 is a communication from Fire Chief Hayes presenting Kevin Cooper for promotion to rank of lieutenant.
I move that we accept this communication from Fire Chief Hayes as informational to introduce and swear in Kevin Cooper as lieutenant.
Second.
Motion by Leja, second by Pabon, to consider the communication from Chief Hayes introducing Kevin Cooper to be sworn in as lieutenant as informational. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Officer Cooper?
Please raise your right hand. Do you, Kevin Cooper, having been promoted to the rank of lieutenant for the City of Berwyn Fire Department in the County of Cook, do solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, support the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and faithfully discharge the duties of your new rank to the best of your ability? Congratulations.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. Item J5, please.
Item J5 is a communication from Fire Chief Hayes presenting Fabiola Amizcua to be sworn in as a probationary firefighter paramedic.
I move that we accept this communication from Berwyn Fire Chief Thomas Hayes to introduce and swear in Fabiola Amezcua as probationary firefighter paramedic as informational.
Second.
Motion by Leja, seconded by Wywood, to consider the communication from Chief Hayes introducing Fabiola Amezcua to be sworn in as probationary firefighter paramedic. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Fabi?
and Mesquite, having been appointed to the rank of probationary paramedic firefighter for the City of Berwyn Fire Department in the County of Cook, do solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of your newly appointed position to the best of your ability. I do. Congratulations.
Fabi's family, come on up. Congratulations. Item J6, please.
J6 is a communication from Fire Chief Hayes requesting that the council waive the bidding process and allow the purchase of one Osage ambulance.
I move that we concur with Fire Chief Hayes' recommendation to waive the sealed bidding process on the purchase of an Osage ambulance for a total of $285,085.
Second.
Motion by Leja, seconded by Roywood, to concur with Chief Hayes, waive the sealed bidding process, and purchase the Osage ambulance for $285,085. All those in favor, on the call of the roll.
Lennon?
Aye.
Roywood?
Aye.
Leisure?
Aye.
Fate?
Aye.
Pabon?
Aye.
Ruiz?
Aye.
Aaronella?
Aye.
Carmichael?
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, seconded by Carmichael, to approve the consent agenda as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Alderman committee meetings. Alderman Lennon.
Call it a chair.
Alderman Roywood.
Call the chair.
Alderman Leisure.
Call of the chair.
Alderman Fate.
Call the chair.
Alderman Pabon.
Call the chair.
Alderman Ruiz.
Call the chair.
Alderman Aaronella.
Call the chair.
Alderman Carmichael.
Call the chair. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion adjourned by Carmichael, seconded by Aaronella. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Good night. Thank you.